Hello and welcome to a Build with Bear bonus stream. My name is Pat Bear. I'm here to play a video game and hang out with all of you. I'm throwing the Bear Cave, the Lego, the Scythe emote, and the Tier 2 blue emote. If you are currently a subscriber and you apply with those emotes, if you're not yet a subscriber, you can just say hi or use other people's emotes, or you can just be a lurker, and that's cool as well. I hope everyone's doing excellent out there on the old internet land. I'm doing all right. I'm going to test one thing real quickly, so just hold on. Just want to test this real quick. I know for a fact that one of my plugins is working fine. Want to see just real quick if the other one is. If I go to settings, can I do that? Okay, so it looks like right now the closed captioning is not working because there should be a button to turn the closed captioning on my stream, and there is not there. So right now it looks like hey, Lord Crashington, welcome. So right now it looks like I don't have any closed caption going. So I will investigate that. My apologies for those that rely on that or just use it because it's there. I thought for sure that was working. I updated today to the new version of OBS, and that required re-downloading some plugins and like configuring a few things here and there, which is fine. I'm happy to do that. Totally okay with that. But it did mean that I had to re-download some stuff, and I thought for sure that the closed caption. Okay, here we go. Now it should be on because there we go. That's what it is. Okay. It for some reason didn't turn on automatically, and so I will have to investigate why that didn't. It should have turned on as soon as I started streaming. It should have, and it didn't. As soon as I unmuted my microphone. When I unmuted my microphone, it should have immediately started working and didn't, and that's weird. So I apologize that it didn't do that. Anyway, how's everybody doing? If you're hanging out in the chat, you can say hi. Or you can also obviously be a lurker. It's a Tuesday night, and I know that's weird. It's gonna be okay, everybody. It might feel odd that it's a Tuesday, and we're hanging out here, but the thing that is important to recognize is, here we go. We got someone following. Okay, Asmo subscribed tier 1, 52 months, saying 52 months. I'm finally playing with a full deck. Asmo, we're gonna hit the applause here. Unmute that and then hit the applause. Thank you for 52 months. That's so many months. I appreciate that very much. Thank you for renewing your subscription. Appreciate that so much. We'll throw the Bear Cave, the Lego, the Scythe, and the Tier 2 emote in the chat. I was curious about this game, says Lord Crashington. So I'm looking forward to seeing it. Yeah, so I definitely heard about the game that we will be playing this evening. I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. Rumblings a little bit. I do pay attention to Finji's games because I have friends that work there. Disclaimer, as mentioned in the title of this, I was provided a code for this, and I am on the mailer for basically. I am a streamer that receives codes for some Finji titles. Because I don't regularly receive games, I make it a point to reveal that information, to publicize that information, to make that information readily available. So you should always assume that if I'm not saying that, that means that I paid out of my own pocket. Now, that could change in the future. If I started receiving a lot of titles, then I wouldn't say that, and then you could assume that I was receiving these titles consistently. But I would make that clear, saying like, hey, folks, at this point, I'll tell you when I paid for it. But because I don't get it that often, it feels a little different than, say, like Jackbox, where I'm paying for it out of my own pocket. This feels a little different than that. Or like Arcade Paradise, paid for that out of my own pocket. So like disclosure is important to me. I like knowing that. With big streamers or content producers, YouTubers, Twitch people, people in the games press industry, it is generally assumed they're not paying for it out of pocket. But with me, I think it is assumed that I'm buying all my games because I'm buying most of them. So that is important to me to make those disclaimers known. I am looking forward to tonight's game because I know there's some deck building involved. I know it is a narrative-focused RPG, and I know that it has a lot of content warnings. Not removal of those content that might be that need warning, but it makes it explicit about the kinds of things that are going to be in that game, and we'll take a look at that as we get in, just so people are aware of what's going on there. But we are going to hang out here just for a moment or two, see if anybody wants to join us. It's Tuesday. I'm experimenting in the month of September with Tuesday streams instead of Wednesday streams for my bonus, so I am not fully sure if a lot of people are going to be coming out on a Tuesday or if it's going to be pretty dead. But some of my Wednesday streams felt pretty dead as far as numbers-wise. As people chatting always do well, and I appreciate y'all very much for that. But when I look at like how many people are like hanging out, and chatting, and it's always good. But I would like more people to watch what I do, I guess is what I'm saying. So let's get into the game here. Again, I did download the update to all of this, so I am a little. I'm just trying to make sure that everything is working here. Okay. No. Okay. All right, that's looking good. All right, I think everything's going to be good here. We can get into the game, and then we can adjust things as we go. I'm going to use PC controls. I know it has gamepad support, but I don't know if I want it one way or the other. But with being an RPG, I feel like mouse is probably going to be the best way to go. So we'll get that going. But yeah, I did download the update for OBS, so everything should be working okay. I did get Stream Deck to work, which was the most important thing for me, was knowing that Stream Deck was working. This is a published by Finji game, which is why I received the code. Okay, so I didn't save. I started up, but I didn't save, so we're going to start a new game. But let's check these settings here. General settings, disable tutorial messages. We're not going to disable those because I'm new to this game. I want those tutorial messages. We don't want harder card challenges because I don't know what the regular card challenges are. We could skip card challenges, which I might do in further playthroughs, but until I learn what they are, let's keep them in. But that is good. We can skip scene text. We're not going to do that in the beginning. It might be something I do later. Let's sort drawn cards. I don't know what that means yet, but that sounds good. I like sorting. Runs in the background. That means that I can click over here and say hi into the chat, and we don't pause the game. That seems very good for me. Disable tutorials for expert mode. Yes. Running in the background was off by default, but that is a streamer tool that is very beneficial for me because when I click away to my other monitor, it doesn't freeze the game, which is great. We like that. Graphics, go full screen, high res, sure. All of this seems good. Menu transparency, can we see that in real time? Oh, okay, that's not bad. We'll turn it down a little bit. Bigger menus. Hey, we can make the menus bigger. We're gonna do that. And I disabled screen shake because I know some people really fucking hate screen shake, and so that is something that I can do, and I will do that. Audio. I turned the audio way down. I'm gonna turn the audio master up a bit and kind of turn music down a little bit. Constant music. There's just constantly going to be music on. Sure, let's have constant music. I guess. I don't know. Maybe we don't want footsteps to be that loud. I don't know. And then controls. This is always just good to go. E is interact with stuff. Sure. Or space or enter. That's fun. I like that. Submit text. Enter. Great. Sure. Toolbar. I mean, we're going to find out what all this stuff does as we play. All audio down except for footsteps. Yeah, we only want to hear footsteps. Sure. Choices. Okay. Oh, that means instead of clicking on our choices, we can just press the number that was equivalent to it. That's good. I like that. All right, let's skip out of there, and then that's settings, and then let's go to content warnings. So here are some of the things. It says there are many ways to live your life on Vertuna, Yeah, Vertuna. We're gonna go with. Just like in real life, some choices can lead you to dark places. Broadly, content warnings for the game include the following. Select one to learn more. Major character death, children in peril dying. We hate that. I mean, by we, I mean me. That is often a deal breaker for media that I am consuming. Maybe not playing, but certainly consuming. Animal cruelty and death, body horror, implied sexual content, drug and alcohol, violence in text, mental health and trauma, domestic abuse, and traumatic global events. What do you mean by traumatic global events? Topics include colonialism, genocide, pandemics, famine, terrorism, and climate change. Your character is positioned as an unwanted settler on Vertuma. There are no indigenous people alive, though the remnants of the hyper-advanced artificial intelligence seek to repel you and eventually destroy the colony. Fun. Sounds like what I heard about Immortality's content warnings. Yeah, I'm not aware of those, but hey, I like this in there. The late game colonial government is explicitly fascist in nature and uses colonial rhetoric to justify their actions on Vertumna. As a child, your character is taught a sanitized version of the colony's history that could be read as cult-like indoctrination, however optimistic and utopian. Climate change, ecological destruction, and geopolitical unrest are explicitly named as the reasons the colonists left Earth. A similar event happens on Vertumna long before the game begins. Famine and respiratory illness befall the colony. Many people can die, including those close to the player character. You may witness or even choose to participate in extremely active ecoterrorism, which could result in mass casualties. Your choice may cause a genocide of all native life on Vertumna via bioengineered plague. What is this video game? Vinny said he was surprised by all of what was going on in that game, but looked at the content warnings and said they definitely hit everything. Okay, yeah, that's about immortality. Yeah, yeah, your choices may cause genocide. Fuck. Okay. So I guess we could learn more, but I think we're may be good. Yeah. This does not seem like the chillest of chill video games. This is not like, hey, I'm a teenager on a developing planet doing my thing. Seems like things might be fucked in this game. But that's what we're here to find out. All right, let's get into it. New game. Wake up. Warning. Okay, here we go. Put this game on an arcade machine. I love games that let you go full evil. Yeah, I mean, that's not my style, but I do appreciate it exists, even though, as I said, I tend to go for goody two shoes unless you fucked with me, in which case salt the earth with you. Like, if it's optional to kill some people that have been attacking me or making trouble or killed people that I care about, like, the option to let bygones be bygones is not in my style. But if it's like, hey, do you want to be the worst person in this game? My answer is generally no. This game deals with mature subjects that may not be suitable for all players. Please see the content warning in the system menu for a detailed list of themes and events. That is nice to have here in our first playthrough. Oh, shit's on fire. You wake up to chaos, a confusion of light and heat and smoke. Fire. Your head is pounding. You must have hit it and blacked out. But you aren't sure how you got here or what on Vertuna is happening. What on earth is happening? But it's not Earth. Get it? There's something important you need to remember. Whoa. Your stomach lurches as the floor crumbles beneath your feet, then collapses. Oh, fuck. Shit's happening. Your body aches and your eyes burn from the smoke. A figure appears through the flames. It's your friend. Your friend? Wait, why can't you remember her name? Oh, you have amnesia. Cool. She's gesturing, you shouting, but all you hear is your ringing ears. Let's climb out. You try to stand, but one of your legs falls uselessly underneath you. It won't hold your weight. Your friend pulls you out of the rubble. She throws your arm over her shoulder and half drags you towards the door. Oh, shit. This fucking space looks cool. Through it, you see a deep, eerie twilight. Dark blue and cold against the heat of the fire around you. Glow season. Oh, glowing eyes. You shake your head to clear your vision. Is that some kind of dog, like from Earth? Get out of here. Whoa, nope, that's not a dog. The creature Howell and lunges, its jaws open. That shit was no dog. Wait, are we dead? Are we dead, or is this a title card? What's happening? Okay, oh, title card, great. I thought we might be dead. I was a teenage exocolonist. Shit, alright. We're gonna listen to the song for a second. Oh, things are happening. You are born on the stratospheric, Earth's first colony ship, halfway through its 20-year voyage to a wormhole at the end of the Sol system. Your parents run the hydroponic gardens, which make fresh air and vegetables for the ship. Like other colonists, they bravely chose to make this one-way journey to the uncharted planet Ratuna 4 in the hopes they could escape Earth's troubles. They had you the old-fashioned way, merging their genes like they merged their cultures and traditions. Okay, cool. Our parents both cool. They named you Solon, something else. Oh, cool. We can pick our name. They named you Pizza. If given the option, I'm naming my character Pizza. You are a bright-eyed child with an active imagination, sometimes too active, your mom says. Use the sliders on the left to choose your pronouns, and late teens appearance, they can change at any time. Hell yeah. Let's go Duder. Yeah. Masculine appearance in late teens? Sure. Slightly masculine Duder. Alright. Oh shit, this is an RPG, right? You have vivid dreams of things you've never experienced. Dirt under your feet, skies overhead, endless jungles and strange animals. You wonder if this is what Ratuna will be like. Okay, so that's pizza there. Can we empathy 10 out of 100. Okay, toughness. Hey, we've got empathy right now. That's good. Every child on the Star Traffic is given one genetic enhancement. By age 6, you see the first signs of your... Alright, friends. We could say nothing, which I think is kind of fun. Eagle eyes, extra fingers, absorbent brain, super strength, calm temperament, or nothing at all. So, extra fingers is the most interesting choice, because I don't know what that means. But eagle eyes sounds like it would be good, because maybe that's like vision and perception. That sounds like it would be good. Super strength's always good. Calm temperament, we already are empathetic, so I don't know if we need calm temperament as well. If you have any opinions in chat, I'm not going to make a poll or anything, but if you have any opinions in chat of what you think we should go with, I'm leaning between eagle eyes and absorbent brain, because that's kind of gameplay I like. Because I'm going to probably try to talk my way out of situations and not, what's up here? Rebellion. Okay. Big brain, says Lord Crashing. Does anybody else have any opinions on if I should go big brain energy or if I should have eagle eyes? Big brain does sound good. Absorbent brain. Absorbent is also a very fun term. So I think we're probably going to go with absorbent brain because that also is just a wild thing to say. Absorbent brain. Okay. Professor Howell says kids learn fast because their brains are like sponges. But when people get older, they can't absorb as much new stuff. Not for you. You're always learning. Okay, Asmo also wanted brain, which is good because I already did it. Not for you. You're always learning and your curiosity knows no ends. +1 skill on challenges wins. Okay. +1 to skill reward at end of mental blue challenge only if you win. Okay, that sounds good. All right. The other kids have trouble keeping up with you, but one tries. Energetic and loyal, tough and gentle, calm, bold and confident Mars, quiet and adventurous Diz, studious and mature Tangent, shy and sweet Tammy. Okay, so I think this is like our rival or best friend. I don't know what we're building here. I mean, look, if we're the brains, we need the brawn. Let's go with tough and gentle Cal because, like, we got to offset the fact that we are a smarty with somebody that, like, can be tough. That sounds good. Hell yeah, there's Cal. Cal is a sweetheart, always ready to lend a hand or play a game. He and Tammy are just inseparable, so it's almost like you have two best friends instead of one. Hell yeah, we also have a different best friend. Cal teaches you how to take care of all the classroom plants. Your parents are very proud of both of you. We could say that's not right. I guess we could go back. Let's find out what's up with Shy and Sweet Tammy. +1 card to the right. And I don't know what that means. I still don't understand the card system here. All right, I think we're going with Cal. I just like that we could go minus on that. That ups our animals somehow. By what we chose. Okay. Yeah, I think we're going with Cal. Cal's got strength. Cal is also a card of some sort. I don't know what that means yet. Okay. You're 10 years old when the ship finally reaches the wormhole. Professor Howell says it's like a doorway to another star system with the planet Ratuna 4 on the other side. You run emergency drills for months to prepare. When the day finally comes, it starts to rumble. Then things start to slide off the tables. You hurry to gather near the escape pods, just in case. The emergency area is crowded with families. It's going to be fine, Pizza, your dad soothes. We'll be through the wormhole and down to the planet before you know it, just like we practice. Your mom gives him a sharp, worried look. Uh-oh. Red emergency lights switch on. A siren begins to sound somewhere in the distance of the ship. You try to breathe slowly like you were taught, but you're very scared. You look out a porthole. The stars are gone. Put on a tough face. We don't have that. Get in touch with your emotions. Find a distraction. Okay, I don't think we have either of these things. So we got to just get in touch with our emotions. I know other people are psyched about that. You bawl like a baby. It feels good. You aren't the only one. Nearby, your classmate Tammy has tears streaming down her cheeks. Mars is trying to quietly console her. She sighs as you're crying, makes Tammy wail even more. Well, sorry. Your dad puts his arm around you as you let it out. You wait. The shaking builds. Then everything starts to get very weird. The hallway stretches. You're stretching too. Your arms possibly long. Your head feels like slowly filling up like a balloon and contracting down to the size of the atom at the same time. Is this the wormhole? You hear the distant, ominous squeal of metal giving way as the ship shudders and lurches in slow motion. The weirdest part is a sense of deja vu. You're sure this happened to you before, and you know, somehow, that everything is going to be okay. The shuddering reaches a crescendo. You hear the impossibly loud crunch and feel weightless for a few seconds before gravity slams you back against the wall head first. You black out. As you slip unconscious, you feel yourself twisted out of time. It's today, yesterday, tomorrow, all at once. And more than just one tomorrow. Lots of them. Different tomorrows. You find yourself in a place you know from your dreams. Tilled fields, dramatic ridges, and a stranger, but also not a stranger, grinning as she grabs your hand. Hurry up, she says. I'm not going to let you miss this. Distantly, you feel the ship shaking has stopped, and you hear your parents' worried voices. Feeling safe, you slip further into the warm embrace of the stars. You drift. Gradually, your conscience reforms. You wake up in the medbay. The medbay under you plays a soft tone, and an automatic voice speaks. 2 weeks have elapsed. The patient's cranial injury has completely healed. They may now be safely discharged. As the fog lifts from your head, you realize something very different about this room. It's so bright. You try to focus on the window. Something is definitely different. Sunlight? Instead of the familiar blackness of space, bright light from twin blue and yellow suns is streaming through the windows. You peer out and see fields, glass wall domes, and walls ringed by giant mushroom-like trees. There's construction materials everywhere and people walking around outside on the ground. You better get out and join them. Rush out, start your new life, cautiously step outside. You go, again, we're smarty, so we're gonna cautiously step outside. So apparently some of the choices we've made have added cards, and I don't know what they do, but they've added cards. So, okay. We went back inside. Oops. The ship's quarters where everyone sleeps, eats, and hangs out. The private bedrooms are so small, you share one with your parents, so colonists spend most of their time in the big common area. There's a lounge and a cafeteria and a creche, where all the little kids and babies are raised communally. And I think we gotta walk. No. Oh, Tammy, jump. Oh, Tammy jumps as you step out of the ship's quarters behind her. You're awake. Are you all better? You better go see your dad. She points southeast towards some geodesic domes. Hell yeah, let's go to the domes. To walk, click the ground. Click on the characters, talk to them. All right, so walk over here. Tammy looks concerned. You slept for so long after you bumped your head, she says. I bet your parents were worried. Your dad is working over in Geoponics near those domes. They're called greenhouses. I would go with you, but, well, this is as far as I've been from the ship since we landed, Tammy stares, blushing. It's scary outside. Oh, Tammy is freaked out, huh? Okay, all right. Sorry, Tammy. I mean, it also would be cool if you would help me out, but I guess you can't. All right, yeah, so I'm just clicking. It's our dad. We found our dad. We did it. Pizza, your dad gives you. I am not sad that I went with pizza as the name for this character. Your dad gives you a big warm hug. I'm so happy you're awake. Dr. Instance thought it'd be best to keep you asleep while your noggin healed. Your mother and I thought you might sleep away the whole year. My snoozy little gooseberry. He checks your head and looks relieved. He was clearly very worried about you, but covers it with jokes and smiles. Oh, you love your dad. He's so embarrassing. I mean, we love our dad. We are a pretty emotional, smart kid. Our empathy has bonuses. So, welcome to Ratuna. Tuna, he says, gesturing around you. You've never seen the stratospheric from the outside, except in pictures. The ship isn't separated in two, and parts taken off to form other buildings and a big wall around the whole colony. The alien jungle creeps right up to the wall. Only the geodesic greenhouses pass outside it, dotting their way up the hill. It's beautiful. How'd you do this so fast? What's outside the walls? How'd you do this so fast? Because you've been asleep for weeks, my dear aubergine, he says, and these geodesic greenhouses practically put themselves up. But some of this is only a quick, temporary solution, he admits. We'll keep growing and improving things. One day, our little colony will be as big as a whole city. Oh, before I forget, he pulls a package from his satchel and hands it to you. You blink and stare at it blankly. Don't you know what day it is? You honestly don't. You've been reminded me you've been asleep in the medbay. Happy birthday, he shouts, wrapping you in a big hug, warm hug. Your birthday already? You feel a dizzying sense of deja vu. You stare hard at the wrapped package. You know exactly what's in there. You remember it. No, you dreamed about this package. some years ago on the ship. Inside will be a small medallion in the shape of a sun that your dad made by hand. We're going to open the package because it's rude. It would be rude to tell our dad that we know what's inside of it. How did you know this? It's exactly as you imagined, as you dreamed. A feeling of panic rises in your throat. Your hands shake, but how? All right, we're getting +1 to challenges. Your dad notices. Are you okay, Pizza? He snaps his fingers. Doctors shouldn't have let you out so early. Sometimes those sleeping meds take a while to wear off. They might make your head feel funny for a few hours. You nod. Maybe that's all this is. Someone shouts your name, your dad's name. Listen, I'm sorry, Pizza, but I have to get back to work. There was an accident when we landed, and he stops himself. Don't worry. We're going to fix it, your mother and I. Professor Howell is expecting you in class if you're feeling up to it, your dad says, pointing west to the engineering wing and the rear end of the bisected ship. He points to the large doors you came out from earlier, or you can relax in our quarters until you're feeling better. We'll talk later tonight, he says, kissing the top of your head and ruffling your hair. Have a wonderful, wonderful birthday, Pizza. I love you. Love you too, Dad. To enter the buildings, click on the door. This is the tutorial stuff that we could turn off if we had played this before. There are 13 months a year and 10 years to the end of the game. You only have time to focus on a few things. What? Okay. Cool. Let's go talk to this person that isn't in school either. You feel Diz sitting on the ground beside some bushes. Is he hiding from someone? He seems to be watching the gate on the west, on the wall to the south, where grown-ups coming and going. Kids aren't allowed past the wall, he says quietly without looking up. They say there's nothing to be afraid of. But then why do we need walls? You stare at the gate, and a suddenly rush of memory so strong that you think you might faint. You imagine something crashing through the wall. Something enormous and dark and wriggly. For years in space, you've had half-remembered nightmares of monsters, of your ship being destroyed, of sifting through the wreckage that used to be your home, trying to find something. Your dad always told you the dreams weren't real. Breaking through your daydream, Dis whispers, I think there are monsters out there. I believe you. No, you don't. You're being sarcastic, I can tell. Nobody believes me. He turns his back and ignores you. I mean, I guess we could leave him alone. I don't know. I think we gotta be honest about this. They're huge and wriggly and dangerous. Stop making fun of me. You're as bad as Mars. Okay, so apparently, being honest and believing this kid, he's not in a position to believe us, so we fucked up. But all right. Sorry. Try to be cool. All right. So I guess we can go to class. That's the hydroponics. Oh, this is a geoponics. Okay. All right. So. Okay. I'm just clicking around. Hi, Pizza. Anamone said, really seems really at home here. She's rolling a sports ball around her foot, making patterns in the weird blue snow. This stuff is different from snow on Earth, she tells you, because it isn't cold, but it's still neat, and you make stuff out of it. Your foggy head clears a little. She's simple, physical, real. Always feel grounded near her. What are you making? Just snow spirals, she says, but earlier me and Cal made a big snow pile. You missed it while you were sleeping in the med bay. She smiles her broad gap tooth smile at you. Now that you're awake, we can play. Why aren't you in school? She smacks her forehead. School! I wonder where everyone was. I guess I'm going to be late for humanities class. She doesn't look very worried to you. But it's okay. Professor Howell is chill. He won't mind. But we should probably go now. She grins and starts running towards engineering. Hey, race you. No fair. She's getting a head start. What's this one? Is this where I came? This is where I came out of. right? Yeah. So I guess we're gonna go in here to engineering. Yes, engineering. A low throbbing noise comes from the engineering room where provides power to the colony. Other corridors lead off to the teaching labs and medbay. You know the route to class well, but the rest of the wing is off limits to children. Congress, the ship's onboard AI, beams down to you from nearby hollow screen. Don't forget to study hard, Pizza. All right, so I guess we can pick an activity here. We could have taken a month off. We can study the sciences, which gives us a +2 to biology, +1 to reasoning, and +15 to stress. I don't like that. Or we can pick study humanities, which gives us +2 to creativity, +2 to persuasion, 15 to stress. So we're stressed out no matter what by studying. Now it just is, do we want biology and reasoning, or do we want to up our persuasion? Our reasoning is already up. Let's go with that. Let's study some sciences. Good afternoon, my burgeoning biologist and up-and-coming chemist. Professor Howell welcomes you back to your old classroom. This afternoon, we're learning what I like to call the wet sciences. He gestures to his hollow projected lesson plan. Biology, chemistry, medicine, ecology, and geology. You'll learn a little bit of everything with opportunities to further study in your favorite field. If you're looking for something a little drier, try registering for engineering classes. For today's lesson, we'll start with a fun group project. You'll be studying the mush tree, a prominent natural resource native to Ratuna. In the ideal conditions, it can grow at speeds of over 1 meter a day and add a diameter up to 30 centimeters. He stands on his tiptoes and gestures to illustrate. Your teams will experiment to find those ideal conditions. You're teamed up with Tang and Cal and are given the mush tree spore and bucket to grow it in. The rest is up to you. Tang looks up surveyor's notes on HoloNet. Mush trees, she reads, are most abundant south of the colony in the stormy, moist regions of the subaqueous swamp. Okay, swamp thing. What if we use water instead of soil, Cal suggests, like they do in hydroponics? Tang nods. If they like wet weather, that might work. Pizza, do you have any suggestions? Okay. Lower the plant's pH. Put it under a bright glow light. That doesn't seem right if it's in a swamp. Sing to it daily seems a weird thing to say. Run an electric current through it also seems weird. All of the above. I don't know about lowering the plant's water's pH balance, but I do think in the swamp that might be something. So I think we'll go with that. You fill the bucket with water and add spark snow crystals. They are sometimes left over at the end of the quiet season. They're mildly acidic, which means they should lower the pH of the water. Every day you rush to the classroom to check your progress. At first there's nothing, but midweek your little mush tree shoots sprouts up and starts its journey. In the end, yours is in the middle of the pack. Seeing as mush trees don't usually grow where there is spark snow, you're able to conclude they probably don't like acid. Well, I fucked up. Maybe they like the electricity. I don't know. Okay. When worker or you go to class, you'll play a quick card challenge as month passes. Move cards to fill the 5 panes and make the best hand you can. The order matters. If your total in the circle on the right reaches the goal value, you win. Depending on your cards, some challenges can't be won. You still get a reward for doing your best. Okay. And you can give up, I guess. Yeah. Bonus for flushes of same color. Bonus for pairs, same number together. So right now, these, I guess, would be, I don't know if we get a bonus for that, but we do, yes, we do get a bonus for that, and we get a bonus for the same color. Bonus for straight, increasing from left to right. We don't have that, or I guess we do have, we could theoretically have that. The more cards in the flush pair are straight, the higher the bonus out of your total. Cards are also affected by each other and can be rearranged to fit the best total score. Okay, so this is +1 skill on challenge win. Okay. So I guess we do this. We do this. We do that. And we do that. And we won. We won very handily for our first one, which is good, because it would have sucked if we didn't. You worked well this month. +1 to biology. Hell yeah. Our stress did go up, because that makes sense. It was going to go up no matter what class we took, I guess. Your skills increase when you work or go to school, with extra skills if you win the challenge. And kudos bonus if you make the highest score hand with your cards. Working also increases stress, which prevents you from working if it reaches 100. To relieve stress, take a month off to relax in the quarters wing. Okay, so if and when our stress gets too high, we have to go and just chill. And our friendship with Tangent went up, which is good. We got 5 biology, first 3. Great. So yeah, okay. There's a lot fucking going on here with all of this shit, but all right. Your parents have been working from first dawn to well after dinner every day. You know growing food is an important job, and it's vital to get crops in the ground right away. But there seems to be something more than that. It's such a change from growing up on the stratospheric. It's when you saw them all the time. You stay up and wait for them at night before going to bed. So you can tell they're exhausted. They make an effort to spend time with you. Your mom, the chief cultivator, a strong woman. Oh yeah, I'm just clicking on that there. I'm sorry we haven't seen much of you, little gooseberry, your dad says. Your mom watches you as she works a pebble out of her gardening tiller, which also serves as a crutch. How have you been holding off? I learned some stuff at school. I'm glad to hear it, your mom says. I want you to study hard, work hard, and stay out of trouble. All right. Your dad smiles. And Professor Howell will give you kudos if you get good grades. You can spend those at the depot once it's open. Cool. So we get rewarded for we get kudos points, which we can cash in. Says your dad, raising an eyebrow at your mom. I think there's a lot of different ways to learn, and school is just one of them. You can learn from working on a hobby or by helping a friend. Stop telling other kids the truth. Stop. Yeah, you get kudos points for not revealing the ghostly, haunting visions you have of the future. Your mom shakes her head and sighs, though you can tell she's trying to put on a gentle expression. We both agree that this colony is an experiment, and that means we're going to do things differently than on Earth. You're old enough now to start making your own decisions about your education and future, and if that means you find your own way, we'll accept that. Your dad puts a hand on your shoulder. We're proud of you no matter what you do. Try talking to your friends. They may have ideas how you can spend your time. Come by Geoponics. Your mom adds, we can use your help. Okay, we could work, I guess, if we want. Early quiet. Next month. Mid quiet. I think that's seasons. Okay. So we can go back to school. Let's walk around a little bit and see if there's anybody around here that we want to talk to. Oh, yeah, this is where the sports ball is. We're not really athletic, though. There's a bump at a sports ball with a wrist trying to keep in the air. Heads up, she shouts, bumps the ball in your directions. We cannot do a trick because we are not tough enough. I guess we'll try to bounce it back and see what happens. You bounce the ball back and forth there, trying to see how many times you can rally and keep it going. It tells you about the new sports ball court, a proper regulation-sized court, way bigger than the little 0G1 on the stratospheric. Her brother, Com, is coaching the junior sports ball team this year. He's so great, she says. He's good at everything, especially spiking. His coaching me play awesome, like him. You should come join us. So now we can do sports ball. We unlock some sports ball. Not that our toughness is anything to talk about here. Okay, we can't go outside. We could talk to our parents here. Dice looks at his feet and pretends not to notice you. Okay, so we are not brave enough to dare him to eat worms. So I guess we're just gonna. Man, we really fucked up with Dice by agreeing with him and understanding him, which is apparently what he did not need to hear. You find your mom hard at work setting up the greenhouse with a small construction crew. You've seen these plans pinned to the wall of your family's quarters for years now. These geodesic domes will house the more delicate plants from Earth. Spinach, tomatoes, maybe even fruit. She takes a swig from her canteen as you approach. Looking for something to do? Remember, Pizza, you're responsible for your own schedule now that we've landed. You can decide how to spend your time as long as it's productive. She points towards the engineering wing, the back half of the stratosphere severed frame. Professor Howell is still expecting you in class, but a well-rounded education includes practical application. You're old enough to help with the work here. She claps her hands on her shoulder. I've got another minute. Anything you need to know? Let's go into command. Can I join expeditions? We definitely. What are you doing in geoponics? It's good to ask. It's her job. She looks down and nudges at a sprout growing between her feet. It's green, the color of earth plants. We're doing our best, she says, but it hasn't been easy. I just hope the potatoes and corn can handle the weather here, she says, glancing up at the sky. I hear it rains like hell in the wet season. I mean, they call it the wet season. She takes a long look at you up and down. You're growing fast, Pizza, but you're still too young for real farming. Instead, well, there's a lot of soil that needs to be hauled. Seeing your disappointment, she nudges you on the shoulder. Don't pout. It'll help build those muscles. You'll need them now that we're out in the real world doing real work. Out here, we have to rely on our physical strength. She flexes her bicep. Your mom is really strong. What's happening in engineering? Hey, Lashbrook, welcome. We're playing I Was a Teenage Exocolonist. There's some sinister shit happening in the very edges and backgrounds of this, and some foretold sad. But right now, we're just kind of learning about shit and being a kid on a colony. I don't know what I expected from the title, but it wasn't this. I mean, if you were not expecting a narrative-focused RPG with card collecting elements, there you go. That's what it is. Hal's teaching classes on life sciences, engineering, humanities. If you pass all your tests, maybe he'll let you work there in a few years. Your father thinks you're old enough from the school is an optional. I don't agree, but I'll be honest with you, we do need every pair of hands we can get. If you want to work with me in the geoponics, I suggest life science. If you don't have a grasp of biology and ecology, I'm going to stick you on shovel duty. Okay, well, okay, bye. I guess we could talk to our dad. Hello, my little potato. Your dad exclaimed, smiling warmly. What have you been up to today? Just hanging out with my friends. That is true. That cow's a good boy. And have you seen... I don't know how to say this name. I keep skipping it. I think you may have noticed. Anemone. She's been out by the garrison playing sports ball. I think she spends every day outside since we landed. Guess what happens when you got enough brothers to make your own sports ball team? He breathes deeply and looks slowly around. Fortuna's magnificent, isn't it? You nod. Season, he shouts, throwing his hand away. I missed seasons. Back on Earth, it got much, much colder, and the snow wasn't half as pretty as our spark snow. He sighs, stretching. You just wait until dust season, when both the suns will be high in the sky, and it'll be real hot. You'll see. Anemone. Anemone? Anemone. Okay, anemone. Thank you. All right. Well, our stress is high, but it's not so high that we can't go to class, I guess. I guess we should go to class. All right. Pick an activity. Study life sciences, study humanities. I like to call her Annie or Nemi. Yeah, Annie. I think Annie works. We might do that. It is rough to not call someone by the name that they are presenting you with and give them a nickname. That is a life rule that I try to live by. Is like say the name that person wants you to say instead of coming up with a nickname because it's easier. But it also sucks when I can't say the name because I don't know how to pronounce it right. Let's study. Yeah. I mean, +1. Yeah. Let's learn some shit. You learn about Vertunan geology by comparing various rock samples from Earth with the ones from Vertumna, placing them on the Mohs hardening scale. The Earth samples, Mohs hardening scale, she said. The Earth samples are so weird and gray compared to the pink, purples, yellows, and teals collected by the surveyors. Earth must have been a dull place. I think we fucked it up. Studying life sciences. Okay. So our goal is 9. And we could just push through this but we're not gonna. Okay, so none of these give us any bonuses here. So, ooh, So let's look at this. This gives us. Oh, why wouldn't that work? Why wouldn't that work? Whoop, no. I can't put 0 there for some reason. Oh, there it goes. Okay. So, this doesn't... If we put this there, that doesn't give us any bonus, but it will give us the 1 plus 1 will give us a bonus. 1 through 2 won't give us a bonus there. All right, let's try this. Whoop. I'm going to be honest with you, folks. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong here. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that worked. I guess I was trying to drag it, but clicking it apparently just works. Okay. And then that does give us 12. Okay, so that worked. So even though we didn't go up because we went with color connection instead, and we went with the 2 color connections, which I think is fine. And we went with the 2 number connections, and we won. You worked well this month. +1 biology, and then we're making friends with Tangent, which is good. And then our stress did go up. This week you had a few more bouts of deja vu, remembering what somebody's about to say or do just before they do it. Sometimes they actually do it, but not always. Okay. This morning you were sure Professor Howell was going to trip on the uneven floor in the cafeteria and spill his plate of hash browns. You even told Mars to watch. He didn't, though. As Professor Mars walked away, his hash brown safe from today, Mars called you a liar and a dummy. So it was referenced that there are multiple timelines and multiple possibilities. So maybe we're seeing multiple futures, or that we lived. Maybe that's what this deja vu is. I don't know. I'm making a gesture. At night, your dreams are all mixed up with stuff you can't call, can't be real. You're chased by monsters the size of buildings, only to be saved by strange people you've never met. You're holding hands with someone you love. You're crying as you help lift a shrouded body into the colony recycler. Fuck. Everything seems so familiar. When we try to recall their faces, when you wake up, they're smeared in your memory like wet paint. Shit's fucked. But what if those things haven't happened yet, but they will someday? Anytime you try to tell someone they think you're playing a trick or you're sick or need to go to med bay, you eventually decide to stay quiet about your strange dreams. Why? You don't want people to worry. You don't want people to worry. Your parents have so much in their minds already. You have a feeling that something is happening at Geoponics, and they don't want you to know. You don't understand it, but when they come home at night, they look really sad. You don't want to make that worse. If you just keep going to class and staying out of trouble, it'll be easy for everyone, yourself included. All right, we are now in late quiet next month. Our stress is bad, but not, we got to stop bad. Let's go talk to Tangent. Tangent is hunched over her hollow palm, frowning and poking angrily at the air. She speaks without looking up at you. Professor Howell wants us to prep a list of native flora with pictures. There should be a catalog of the colony HoloNet, but I can't find it anywhere. Plants, try looking outside. I'll help you find that catalog. I think we'll do that. Because we got brains. You launch your own holopalm and start searching the colony's HoloNet archives for a list of for terminal plants and animals. 10 minutes later, you find it buried under survey logistics in Expeditions Net. Anemone passes by and pulls a face at you two. Hey, holo nerds, she shouts. School's over. Come play sports ball in the sunshine. Tang just rolls her eyes. Alright, so we did that. We hung out with Tangent. Any more? Okay. We don't have enough reasoning to study with Tangent. She looks up sky and shades her eyes. It's too bright, it's too hot, and the nights are cold. Living in the stratosphere meant we never had experienced discomfort. Remind me, why aren't we putting our resources into repairing the ship? I don't know, girl. Let's talk to her, I guess. You see Tammy sitting quietly near the entrance of the lounge. You know her for, your whole entire life. Back on the ship, you used to play with her, were her study partner. used to tease her. I definitely don't think we were a teaser. We might have studied with her. But let's say we played with her. Tammy had the best doll collection. After her mom died, her dad used all his nanoprinter credits to print her a different doll every month for a whole year. Her ears perk up when she sees you. Hello, oh hello pizza, she says. Her voice is soft and dreamy like a beam of starlight. Do you want to play dolls? I sure do. No way, we're too old for that. Maybe later. I mean, this girl is just so sad, and I can't imagine us not wanting to just support her. I sure do. You don't think Tammy will ever be too old to play with dolls. If anything, she has even more of them now. She takes you to her quarters and brings out the entire Spacey Stacy doll collection. That's good. That's good. A disturbingly realistic baby with real bowel movements, and 2 super fancy posable dolls named Lily and Tilly who can be programmed to move on their own. Tammy isn't very good at the programming, so Lily and Tilly just roll around awkwardly when you turn them on. You cover quickly by saying they must be breakdancing at a club. The 2 of you spend the afternoon making up stories on their rise to stardom as professional dancers. Well, okay. Oh boy, Tammy. Got a lot going on with you. Let's see. Anybody else around? I mean, we got to check in with Cal. We got to check in with our fucking boy, Cal. Cal is riding around the Geoponics garden on his hoverboard. Fuck yeah. The board comes to a sudden shuddering stop on the rocky ground in front of you. Cal falls off but catches his balance before he eats dirt. Hi, pizza. Real ground is way harder to hover on than ship floors. There are bumps everywhere. Yeah, that sucks. Maybe hoverboards don't work outside. We all have to adapt. Maybe hoverboards don't work outside. Oh, they totally do, exclaims. I've been all over the place on this thing. Okay. Hovering outside is rad. Look at this. He runs over a small depression in a nearby hill and presents it like it's something amazing. Look at this. It's a skate bowl. I don't know what that means. A what now? Like, it's round and the sides go up. He gestures the bowl, and you can do hover tricks. He jumps on the board and shows you how it's done. This is... Just watch our friend be cool. Let's just watch our friend be cool. You spend a late... Oh, what was this? Oh, we reduce our stress. Fuck yeah. You spend a lazy hour watching Cal run around the bowl, trying to do tricks and sometimes even landing them. Mostly he falls off, but he's right back on a moment later. The air is so fresh and nice out here. And it's a little weird experiencing temperature. You start to get a little chilly as the first sun goes down, and the slightly cooler, more blue sun rises. Cal, of course, doesn't notice at all. I mean, I feel like we're probably going to go to school in a little bit. Eventually, yeah. We're going to go to school, but let's check in with our mom here. Your mom is hard at work breaking ground on the new fields. As a colony chief cultivator, she's been preparing for this year for as long as you can remember. Hey, pizza, she says, leaning hard on the tiller and mopping her brow. You need me for something? You're not going to class. I can always put you to work. Going on command. Can I join expeditions? Oh, you're too young to leave the colony. So right now we can't... yeah, we want to stay on the walls. Sure. Right now we can't help her out. All we can do is ask questions. So we'll say, okay, bye. I guess we got to fucking talk to this weirdo. Dice is sitting on the ground outside the gate under the watchful eye of someone working on expeditions. We're just as stuck here as we were on the ship, he mumbles. But he doesn't say anything else after that. I guess we would need to be brave in order to deal with this particular person. And we're not brave. I mean, this person's fun. We'll check in with her. Anna Monet is running around the sports ball court, touching her hand to the ground at each corner. 18, she counts. 19. When she reaches 20, she collapses to the grass to check her hollow palm. I'm training, she explains. My big bro Calm says I have to get my legs acclimatized to the planet if I'm going to be team captain like him. Okay, we don't have enough toughness to hang out with her. I guess we're going to school. Okay, we can pick an activity. We can register her for engineering classes. Or we can study life sciences. Let's see, what does this do? Is almost test on its own. You feel like hacking, confusing. Manage to add your name to the list of dropping students. You're now eligible to join Tangent and some of the older students in classes, in engineering classes. Okay. Can we click on that again? All right. We can study engineering. We can study, which will give us, it'll add to our stress. It'll give us engineering and reasoning and friendship with Tangent, which that seems to be where we're going. And we got our pal, but that seems to be good. Increasing our reasoning would be good. Increasing our engineering. We don't have anything in engineering. That sounds pretty good, so let's try that out. He's in a great mood. Favorite show to teach. If biology and chemistry are the wet sciences, the engineering must be the dry one. But believe me, this class definitely won't be dry. He winks. It's weird. We'll also be learning math, physics, computing, robotics, architecture, and astronomy. Tangent raises her hand. Will we also learn about nuclear engineering? All right, nerd. Professor nods. Yes, at the beginning level, we'll have an overview of atomic theory and take a field trip to the engine rooms to learn how our ship's nuclear reactor works to power the colony. Yes, Lord Crashing, this is a fun teacher. All right. Looking for more difficulty, you can do that. Want to focus on the story, you can... Hey, so this is a cool thing. You can just... you can do coin flips. That's what skipping card challenges was. We're going to keep doing card challenges because that's like something that this seems interesting. If I start losing them, maybe I will stop. But right now, I'm liking it. All right, so we need to get to 10. Oh, yeah, we get +1 to challenges. That's right. So, that's right. We get that +1. So, let's do 0, 1, 2, 1, and 4. We did it. We got 14 +1. We win. You worked well this month. +1 engineering. We haven't got any more cards yet. I don't know. All right, our stress is really high, so we're gonna we don't want to max over 100. So now that it's late quiet next month, we're gonna talk to some people and then we're gonna go rest. Tangent sniffs the air. It stinks out here. Not just one stink either. Every day is a new stink. Today smells like that time the waste reclamation unit broke down. Yuck. You haven't noticed the smell. She sure is sensitive, or maybe she just likes the stale air inside the ship better. All right, our reasoning is not high enough to study together, so we're gonna call that there. We do need a break soon. You're not wrong, game. All right, let's talk to her. Oh, that's still training. We can't get him to eat a worm. Let's talk to these people here. Tammy's dad is the head of expeditions, which means he's out surveying the jungle every day. This morning, you see her crying in the doorway as he leaves. I don't like it when he goes out there, she sniffs after he's gone. But he's so brave, and so are you. That's why I like you, Pizza. We do not have enough empathy to perform a random act of kindness for this poor girl. That's a bummer. Cal is crouched beside a big puddle, staring into the reflection. It's just so amazing, don't you think? On the strato... That's stratospheric. We could only have very short showers, and now we had to reuse the same water and over and over. But here, water just falls out of the sky and then lies around in puddles. Lakes even. It's a whole thing. Want to hear fun? Hey, hell yeah, we have enough biology to do a fun fact. Want to hear a fun nature fact? Hell yeah, and then we got a card for doing it. You recently overheard the children learning how to count by studying hoppies. Hoppies have 1 foot, and 2 tail forks, and 3 stomachs, and 4 eyes. Create 1 duplicate when drawn. All right, now we got a new card to play. And if you see 5 of them together, that's lucky, Cal laughs, finishing the mnemonic with you. Wait, how did you find out the hoppies have 3 stomachs? I don't want to know. We rarely talk to this girl. A sharp whistle interrupts your thoughts. Hey, Pizza, Mars calls out to you. Come here. I have a job for you. You walk over to Mars, who's fanning herself in the shade of the ship. It's so gross here. All this pollen, yuck. At least the ship, we can have climate control. Ugh. Tammy made me some soy sweets. but there's no way I'm going out there in this weather. Since you're running around, could you fetch them for me? I mean, we have never talked to this character in our game, so I guess we'll help them out. Okay. Good, Mars claps. I saw her with Cal earlier. Finally. He got her to leave the ship and go outside. I bet she's terrified. Alright, I mean, this is a quest. Hey, there's also an egg here. We just found an egg, so... I mean, we collected that egg. I don't know if it does anything. Oh. Oh, maybe he would like this egg. Hell yeah. We're going to give Cal an egg. I found something you might like. +1 card. Change sweet to... Yeah, I mean... I guess... Is that an alien egg? Wow, I wonder what's inside. If it's still warm, maybe we can hatch it. He lifts up and scrutinizes it. Anyway's always talking about wanting to eat a big old alien egg. If it's not fertilized, I'll give it to her. Okay, so she likes eggs. Cool. We learned something. Let's talk to her. I believe it's this guy smiling at her. She goes, oh, hello, pizza, she says, putting her hand on her chest. Do you need something? I'm here for Mars's soy sweets. Tammy smiles at you. Oh, it's so nice of you to help out Mars. She's a very important person, you know. She hands you a box wrapped in pink and yellow scarf. 1 order of mango soy sweets made fresh this morning. Please tell Mars that she can have the scarf back, okay? She used some of her kudos to nano-print it for me because it's so dusty here, but I think I'm getting used to it now. Oh, okay. That's nice. That's nice of Mars. Tammy smiles again and tucks her hair behind her big elven ears. Mars is so cool, she said finally. Sometimes she's kind of bossy, but I know she really cares, too. Alright. Mars puts her hand out expectantly. Give it here. We don't have enough persuasion or to do that, so we're just going to give it to her. Cool. You hand over the box of soy sweets with a smile. Mars takes and giggles. You're such a good sidekick, doing everything I say. Ah, fuck, we're a sidekick. She opens the box and hands you a soy sweet. Your tip. She tells you, oh, an administrator seeks looking for someone to do delivery in the depot. I don't want to do it because, like, ew, running around out there. No. Just go through there. She refers yes to the door behind her and tell them I referred you. So we can go there now if we want to go there and do work, but we can't do work right now. We're going to see if there's anyone else to talk to. No. All right. Let's go and relax a little bit. It's time to relax. Relax in the lounge. The lounge is a long, well-lit hall along the outer hull of the ship's midsection. It's strewn with tables and cushions and serves as a communal living room for the tiny one-room spaces every family is assigned. You flop down in the lounge big beanbag with some of the other kids. Cal has a dazed, peaceful look on his face. The air smells so good on Ratuna, and so does the dirt evening. You notice the clothes are filthy, but obviously Cal couldn't care less. Emily bounces in. Holy crap, there's so much space to run and play. Com and Chief Rhett set up an outdoor sports ball court, and it's way huger than the old one on the ship. That person just loves sports ball. Tangent carefully selects one cushion from the pile and perches on it. The school's expanding to some of the empty engineering bays, and we're getting a big new lab to do experiments using local resources. There's so much to learn about this planet. We shouldn't forget our studies just because we landed. Tang's right, school is important. I mean, that's where we're headed, everybody. We are headed to school is important. That is what our character's like up to. And we did get some pluses. Tammy nods in agreement. It's scary out there. I'm going to stay close to the quarters for now. Oh, Tammy. I mean, I just want good things for Tammy, right? You've had less of deja vu, dreams come to life feeling this week, and you're starting to think you'd even imagined it. But suddenly you get a prickling sensation on the back of your neck, and remember that Mars is about to enter the lounge and tell everyone to look outside. You stare at the door. Mars walks through and as if on cue. OMG, everybody look outside. They're hoisting a flag over command. She said, clapping her hands excitedly. You know what that means. She stands tall with her hands on her hips. Ratuna is officially humanity's first exocolony ever. Ooh, it's official. Oh, somehow I went back instead of forward. That's actually cool. This is a good thing to know. You can scroll back and read some stuff if you missed it. That is good to know. Right now, we are A rebellion is 45 out of 100. I don't know how it started there. You look at the flag, feel dizzy, and silently mouth the words along to what she says next. You remember this moment so well. This is history, kids, she exclaims. And we're there. We were there. You took the month off. Do you want to forget? We can forget one of these. I think we should forget this card because it is a 0. So let's just forget that card. You wake from an afternoon nap. Clear-minded. You've got no stress or worries. 10% chance to get a bonus. +1 when increasing skills. Oh, that's nice. You squint and the pink tingled light slanting through the windows. You must have fallen asleep in the lounge. Tammy's shadow falls across the nest of pillows. Oh, I'm sorry, Pizza. She's giggling. I didn't wake you up. It's just so nice outside with pollen stark in the sunlight. I wanted to open the windows. You rub your eyes blearily. Ugh, you were having the weirdest dream. Since you're awake, you should visit the cafeteria. Auntie Seated is making a new kind of candy. She says it's made of cotton. Isn't that weird? Cotton candy, yeah. I have to go tidy the creche first, then I'll meet you there. Save some for me, okay? Tammy skips off to all the creche. Let's get fucking free candy. In the cafeteria, Auntie Seaton is cheerfully handing out masses of pink candy. Pink, puffy, and soft like clouds. Oh, pizza, she says, handing you a wad with some candy spun around the earth. Here, try some of this. We used to have it on Earth. You pull a piece and give it a taste. It's so sweet at first, your mouth puckers. You've never tasted anything so sweet, so real. It's not all like the soy sweets the kitchen nano printer can make. It melts in your mouth, leaving a gritty residue on your tongue. You wait until everyone's gone, but Tammy never shows up. You look down at the cotton candy in your hands. It's wilted a little in humidity. It's kind of like hair. You think pale and pink and so soft. You keep some to give her later. You're relaxing in your family's quarters after dinner. Your mom had to run off to some kind of council business, so you and your dad are playing a hollow game together. When you're just about ready to head off to bed, your mom returns. You can tell from her defeated slant in her shoulders that something has gone terribly wrong. Your dad starts to ask what happened, but she just sighs and waves him away. She sits down and takes your hand, holding it between her two strong, dirt-creased ones. Ah, fuck. Fuck. Pizza, I'm so sorry to have to tell you this. She starts. Her mouth quivers as she swallows, working on her next words. There was an accident this afternoon in the creche. Your classmate, Tammy, has died. Fuck. It did say that there would be death. But I didn't think that the first death in the game was gonna be the sweet, sweet girl that you were going to give cotton candy to. Holy fucking shit. You try to understand her words. Tammy, dead? That's not possible. You suddenly remember the cotton candy you were saving to give Tammy. Pink and fluffy, just like her hair. You put your hand in your pocket to get it. But what comes out is a sticky, dark red lump of hard goo. You stare at it, your mind blank. What happened? Your mom tells you, as simply as possible, that Tammy was killed by an electric shock from a broken hollow projector. It was just an accident. You press her for an explanation. A little girl is dead. Someone you've grown up with, someone so much like you. She wasn't sick or anything. You just saw her this morning. She was right there. Why? Your mom's eyes are sad. She tells you sometimes there's just no reason why. Fuck. Pollen season. Wow. Mars is staring into space looking somber. She doesn't even notice you come beside her and barely reacts when you say hello. I'm thinking about Tammy, she says quietly. She used to sit down the hill there in that spot in the sun. Every morning she'd just sit there for hours in the sun doing nothing, just being happy. You stare down the hill in the spot near the entrance of the quarters. You can imagine her there working on some little craft project, humming herself. I miss her too. Now she's dead, Mars says, making a face. How's that for fair? Of all the people, how come it had to be my friend? You don't have an answer. You've never heard Mars call Tammy her friend before, but of course she was. Tammy was everyone's scared little sister, even though she was older than most of you. Mars clicks her tongue. Oh yeah. Administrator Seek is looking for you. I guess they need someone to do delivery jobs. She waits vaguely at the door behind her, distracted by her thoughts. I mean, I guess we'll find out what that is, but right now we're going to talk to some kids, I think. Cal is sitting in your mom's flower garden with his face in his hands. He's clearly been crying all morning and probably all of yesterday, too. He and Tammy were really close. Whenever you guys used to play house in the creche, Tammy was always the mommy and Cal was the daddy. Even though you were just little kids, you always kind of giggled about, obviously, they were going to be together forever. Like a princess and a knight. I miss her, too. Me, too. She's just looking up at you. You can see how puffy and red his eyes are. Me, really, really, too. Tammy always likes his flowers, he mumbles. Sometimes I pick some for her. He runs his hands over the pretty white flowers. Don't tell your mom, okay? Tears well up slowly, seeking out of his eyes. He doesn't even blink, just stares at the flowers, and tears run down his cheeks. You decide to give him some space. I mean, I doubt we can fucking talk. Maybe we can talk to him. Can you believe Tammy dies, asked morbidly. I heard Chief Engineer Instance tell someone about it. He lowers his voice. Tammy got shocked by a broken Howell projector, the one in the creche with the dancing teddy bear. You remember? When she touched it, she got chucked all the way across the room. And bam, she was dead before she even landed. I mean, I'm just going to be honest with this fucking dude. I didn't want to know that. Oh, sorry, he replies, tugging at the sleeve of his oversized jacket. I'll shut up now, sorry. Ugh, Dies is so weird. Yeah, Dies is just so weird. Someday we'll maybe be okay with him. Tang is pacing around in front of her and she looks upset. It shouldn't have happened, she says. What's happened to Tammy? It shouldn't have been possible. There's no reason for that Howell projector to break. Professor Howell said it was recently serviced and nothing was wrong with it before it just blew up for no reason. Nobody would have wanted to hurt her, so what? How does that? It doesn't add up. Sorry, Pizza. I want to think about this some more. I hate when I can't find the answer. Anyways, chucking rocks at the strato, sending metallic clangs ripping through the colony. Stupid planet, she yells. Stupid creche. Stupid spaceship. She bends down to pick up another rock, but instead just sobs and braces her hands against her knees. Stupid everything. Why does she have to die? It's not fair. Kids aren't supposed to die. I guess we'll go do deliveries. Command is a warren of long hallways with doors off to tiny, nondescript offices. Everyone you pass seems to be hurrying off to somewhere important. The end of the hallway. Okay, so we do not have. We need toughness 10 or greater, or we need organizing 10 or greater. Neither of those is going to be anywhere near enough for us to be a delivery. So we're not going to do delivery. We'll view the new notice board, I guess. Who's your mascot at the doors during policy season? Okay. Hosting first annual Ratuna Festival during the second week of Dust. Take precautions outside the colony boundaries. Xenofauna have been sighted in the area. Survey teams are investigating. Alright, these people doing their thing. Cool. Alright, we're going to leave. Because we don't have the ability to be a delivery person. So instead, we'll go to school. Alright, so what do we want to do here? Engineering. We'll increase our friendship with Tangent. That'll increase our friendship with Tangent. I don't think we've done humanities, but like I don't think we're going that way. Biology is pretty good for us. Yeah, let's do that. Let's study life sciences. All right, this is that one here. So do this. Gotta get to 12. Can we get to 12? Oh. We'll do that. We got to 12. We were close. Yeah, all right. I mean, we have the +1, which helps us a lot. All right. Our stress. Hey, guess what? The death of our classmate and friend really fucked with our stress. We had reduced it by doing stuff, and that did not work out. The colony is going to hold a funeral for Tammy. Do you want to attend? If you don't feel up to it, you could just skip it and take the month off instead, or you could get back to work. What the fuck? Why is that an option? Why is Tammy Who an option? We're going to the funeral. Colonists gather in the recycling room. Bringing organics down here to be recycled here is one of your chores, but you've only come here for a funeral twice. Both times, a colonist has passed away from natural causes during the 20-year-long journey from Earth. This is the first time there's been a funeral on Ratuna, and the first time someone you actually knew. The mouth of the organics recycler has been polished, and a wreath of yellow flowers placed over the opening. Inside, you can see a shrouded figure, Tammy's small, fragile body. Tammy's dad, Uncle Tonin, is here, as well as your parents, Aunt Sedent, and the rest of the council. Cal is here with his mom and her parents, partners, already crying in their arms. The room is packed with people, and the feeling of grief is so thick you can taste it in your mouth. Governor Uticott stands before the assembled crowd. There are no words to ease the pain we feel today. She begins solemnly. So I thought it was important to go to this funeral, but I didn't think we were going to see the funeral, I guess. There's only sad company of those left behind to share the burden of that grief. Tammy was our child, one of our first humans to be born in space, and the first to die on an alien planet. In her short life, she exemplified the very arc of human accomplishment, bending hopefully towards life beyond our humble Earth. She was the first of us who can truly call Ratuna home. Her passing was as senseless as it was sudden. Losses like this are impossible to hold within oneself, a painful reminder that life is impossibly precious and fragile. But they also remind us, as always, that a community we are capable of great strength. She closes the door of the recycler. You hear Uncle Tobin sob over the hum of the particle disintegrators beginning their work. As a community, we remember Tammy. As a community, we return her body to the soil that nourishes us. In this way, Tammy, our child from the stars, will never truly be lost to us. The ceremony is adjourned, but a few people stay back to console Uncle Tonin as he keeps vigil over the recycler. Cal and Uncle Tonin hold each other and weep openly. Your mom stays behind to receive Tammy's remains. As the head of Geoponics, she'll be responsible for adding them to the colony's precious supply of brown soil from Earth. Your dad accompanies you out of the recycling room. He clears his throat. I want you to know that you don't need to be okay, he says, clasping his warm hand on your shoulder. If you want to take the rest of the month off, everyone's going to understand. I mean, shit's coming in the future, so we're not taking the rest of the month off. We're going back to school. You feel better just having said goodbye. Whoa. Shit. I didn't mean for that. I didn't mean it like that. I just know that things are going to get worse, and we got to study up and get better at shit. You didn't really know Tammy that well after all. It's sad that she's dead, but you have to move on. I don't feel that way. Guess we could have taken the month off. Let's talk to Tangent. Tangent shoots you a distracted look. Sorry, she says, I'm not really good cheering people up. Alright. Then we won't talk to you. This fucking guy. Sorry, he mumbles. He looks uncomfortably around you. Well, yeah. Anyway, it's unusually still today. She's sitting in the dugout of the sports ball pitch, filling with ugly dolls with red hair. Tammy gave me this, she sighs. I kind of told her to shove off because I don't play with dolls. Why'd I have to be so mean to her? Cal gives you a sympathetic smile. Hey, Pizza, he says, we'll be okay. Guess we'll... Mars shoots you a sympathetic but distracted smile. Alright, I guess we'll go to school. This game, literally an hour in, is just like, and fucking things are serious. I guess let's get our biology up some more. Yeah, let's get our biology up some more. Alright, so... Okay, plus 1 skill on challenge win. That's good. Can we get to 11? So we want to do 0, 1, 2, 0, 4. Yeah, we did it. Really would like to get rid of some of these zeros. I'm guessing that this is just a start of the shit dropping. Yeah, Lord Cratchit, I'm really guessing that this is just going to be like, that's not the first death in this game. Is my assumption anyway. Oh, that's red. All right, our stress went up, but like I kind of don't want to go and relieve our stress because I feel like another shoe is going to drop, right? But let's talk to some people and then do that. Okay. So I guess no one's gonna hang out. Oh no, this might be different. He'll just stomach as you approach. Does the air here make you feel hungry all the time? It's just me. I feel like I could eat a whole them of the mushroom trees. Just oomph. She moms up the whole tree. Here, I got something for you. We don't have anything for her, so we're done because we aren't tough enough to train with her. All right, that was at least different, but nothing that helped us. Oh, our boy isn't in, this fucking dude. Here's Cal over there. Cal's mom, Tira, is sitting with Cal against the makeshift fence that surrounds the garden. Cal looks absolutely shattered, and Tira rubs his back comfortably. He sees you and musters. Hey, Pizza, it's good to see you. We do not have enough biology to tell him a fun fact again. Lastbrook, yeah, that's definitely a fucked up pairing, certainly. Our dad wants to talk. I guess we'll talk to our dad. Dusk is such a dry, hot season. Both suns are high in the sky, baking the usual lush for tuning jungle. If there's a breeze, it's warm, and you guess it, dusty. Your parents are up every day before dawn, which comes far too early for your liking. Usually they're gone by the time you wake up and home after your sleep, so you have to visit them at work if you want to see them. Good morning, Gooseberry. Your dad greets you cheerily. Have you come in to see the harvest? Your mom and I are gathering crops from actual Ratuna dirt this week. Sure, that sounds neat. He shows you around the row of corns and beans from the earth. You look a little yellow and scraggly, but not what you expect. But your dad enthusiastically points out the vegetables are ready to harvest. Don't forget, he tells you, the Ratuna Festival is coming up. There'll be a talent show and a science fair. I'm sure you're going to participate, Pizza. I mean, kind of. I guess we'll talk to this fucking... Oh, you found me. Jim's adjusting better than you expect to life on the surface. He already found new places to hide and do whatever he does by himself. Does this interest you? Oh, we don't have anything to give to him. So we're done. I haven't seen anything on the ground after that egg. Hey, Pizza, Mars says, looking you up and down with a sneer. Your shoes are gross. That's what you get for walking around the dirt out there. She sniffs. Not me. I'm sticking to the ship until they pave over all that icky mud. You wonder if maybe she's scared of more than just getting dirty. We don't have any persuasion at all, so we're done with her. Alright, let's... I guess let's, Oh, wait, does she want to talk now? Pizza, Tenji says, approaching you with purpose. We need to discuss my brother. Oh, that, again. You mean my buddy, Dish? We are not friends with your brother. Who, Dis? Yes, Dis, she says impatiently. I need you to figure out where he's been disappearing. Ever since we landed, I barely see him anymore. He doesn't even come home at night sometimes, and Trezov looks at her feet. Well, I'm not on very good terms with my brother of late, but people are becoming worried. You get the feeling Tang is the one who's worried, but she doesn't want to admit it. I'll talk to him. He probably won't tell you, says angrily. Newton's apple, she swears. He won't even talk to me anymore. You may have to follow him. I would, but everyone in the lab would know I was gone. No one cares where he goes during the day. I mean, I guess we'll go talk to Dis and see if we can help. We don't have a strong enough friendship with this dude at all. You tell District Sister Tangent wants to know where she's been disappearing off to. His eyes briefly flit briefly to yours. He stares vaguely off towards the engineering wing where his sister is reading on her hollow pad between classes. He doesn't say anything. She's worried about you. She doesn't care about me. Tangent's worried she'll get in trouble if I don't come home one day. He scowls and picks at the hem of his sweater. She doesn't care about anything but her work. I mean, I guess we can threaten him. I don't care at this point with this dude. Just look down a patch of baubles. I don't have to tell you. Just leave me alone. Yeah. I figured he wasn't going to tell us shit. Alright, let's increase our engineering skills. Study life sciences. Get our biology up. Get our reasoning up. Cal may not be the most attentive student in the class, but what he lacks in book smarts, he makes up for in hands-on experience. Nobody else has as much experience with the native flora and fauna as he does. Let's get to work. All right, we got to get the goal of 12. Oops, nope. Put that there. 0, 2, 2, and then... Oh, actually, let's see how this works. If I do that, and then 2, 2, oh, no. 0, 2. All right, we did win that way. Okay. Figured we might as well try that instead of just going for the 4 with our Cal bonus. We rely a lot on our Cal bonus, so. All right, we won. Got a +1 in biology. +2, and +1 with a tangent friendship. We are at 85 stress. The council called festival to celebrate life here on planet Ratuna. Everyone gathers at the colony square to hear the speech. In Earth's history, which from the caught down. In Earth's history, Ratuna is known as the god of seasons, change, gardens, and fruits. It's no coincidence that our forebears on the Ratuna project chose to take such an auspicious name in the hopes of seeding future bountiful seasons of humanity. We will continue his tradition of Vertunia Summer Festival to celebrate our Vertuna, the slush planet in which we find ourselves today. Clap. Oh yeah, we'll clap. Everyone cheers and applause. What is the +5 for? Oh, +5 to loyalty. We're increasing our loyalty. The members of council all get up on stage one at a time to give their own short speeches. Okay, well, these are all the people. When it's your mom, Flu's turn, she announces that tonight you'll be eating some of the very first crops grown from the soil. Your eyes go to the feast table aboard the Stratosphere. It would have been mostly soy-based food from the nanoprinters, spiced up with other precious fruits and vegetables could be grown in the small growing bays. This year, the Earth's plants look less robust than usual, but they're supplemented by some Vertunian plants you've come to appreciate. The juicy wadopods and bobber fruits and slabs of edible fungi. Utica takes the stage after everyone on the council has said their piece. What is a festival without festivities? She says, Professor Howell and Security Chief Rhett have organized a 3-part competition for the kids. Good luck, children. All right, we can't do bot Rhett. I regret to inform you that we cannot participate in bot wrestling. Or the talent show. But we can compete in the science fair because we got enough smarts for the science fair. We got our reasoning up enough, so let's go with the science fair. Tangent competes, of course, entering her study of the ship's hydro-recycling system. It was previously used to make urine drinkable, but she offers that it could now be turned to new uses. Despite how many times she says the word pee, it's still boring, but she puts a lot of effort into it. Your turn to go next. Judges are very interested in what you're bringing to compete against Tangent. Present your project reasoning challenge. All right, it's time for a challenge here. The goal is 40. In 3 rounds, we got to get to 40. Story challenges have 3 rounds instead of 1. After every round, you'll keep the cards you didn't play and unlock extra slots to play them. Losing isn't always a bad thing in story challenges. Okay. This is cool. We've hit a story challenge like this here. let's do all of our ones together and get a bonus there. And then we'll get new cards and open up spots. Great. So now we have 4 spots here. So we can do 0, 0, 0, and 1. And then we got to hit 24. So we got 5 there. So let's do 0, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. That's not enough. So if we take that out and put a 4 in, we get 21 plus 1. So we don't make it. We get very close. Defeated. We lost. We get kudos. We did not pull it off, friends. Tangent wins. She accepted her prize with grace, having expected nonetheless. Your baking soda volcano was much less impressive than you imagined. It just kind of fizzles and you didn't explain it very well. It's clear your dad helped. Maybe next year. Oh, shit. We were very close. We were off by like only a couple points. Fuck. After the festivities are over, everyone takes off time for much needed break. During the fierce heat of dusk, a few days rest is exactly what you need. You feel refreshed. Oh, cool. Our stress went down. That's good. All right. Now it's mid-dust. New perk. Native botany. Unlocked xenobotany research in geoponics. Okay. So we can maybe do something there. Let's talk to our friends. Have you gone outside the colony yet? Tang asks. Terrible things. Regardless, we're not allowed to stray at the gates unless we're on expedition. Not that it stops my brother. We don't have anything for her. Just talk to everybody here. She's lying in the dirt, sweating and gasping for breath. It's so hot. How am I supposed to run in these conditions? Alright, we can't do anything with her. Go talk to our sad fucking friend. Cal is scratching a stick listlessly in the dirt, seeming understood in your presence until you get right in his face. Oh, hey, Pizza, he says, muttering up a hollow smile. Sorry, I don't really feel like playing today. Fuck. Alright, dude. Oh, there's an item. You have a sturdy mushwood log. Do we think anyone would want that log? Do we know anyone that would be interested in a log? Maybe this creep. Despite the heat, Dice remains covered head to toe in black. It's not that hot. Does this interest you? Oh, that's kind of cool. I didn't know this before. They include who did the art. That's neat. I like that a lot. I didn't see that before. +2 to a card. I mean, maybe he would like it. I don't know. We'll see. Thank you, he says, clearly unsure how to react. I find something to do with it. All right. We lost the collectible, but we started to build a friendship with this weirdie, so that's good. Guess we'll talk to her. Hey, Pizza, looking up and down with a sneer. Oh, this is the gross. We should have given her the log. Be like, here's a piece of wood. You deal with this. Greenhouse of different. Okay, we can do it. We can shovel dirt, which will increase our toughness, our friendship with Cal, and give us some kudos. Our friendship with Cal is not as high as I would like, considering he is our childhood friend. So let's shovel some dirt. Oh boy. Good morning, Pizza. Looks like you're working for your old lady. I hope you don't expect me to go easy on you just because you're my son. She walks you around the geoponics wing and points out where everything is. Your job is to move sod, compost, plants, garden waste, and equipment from one place to another. Get comfortable with this. Pushing a squeaky old-fashioned wheelbarrow towards you. Now, any questions before you start? Where do I move it again? It's good. From over there, she points dirt pile to there. She points to identical pile 10 meters away. She sees your confusion. We have some very precious soil from Earth on the ship, full of all the nutrients and bugs and bacteria our plants need to grow, but it was lost in an accident. Now we have to make more from scratch using Fortunian soil. This is part of the process. Hey, what the fuck? Was it that, I guess when we landed, we lost some dirt? Let's get to work. That's my boy, your mom said, slapping you on the back. You stumble a little. Your arms start to ache. Our stress went up, which makes sense. First half hour work, but you keep going. By the end of the month, you feel utterly drained, exhausted, and good somehow. You can feel our muscles growing on it. So our toughness went up a little bit, which is good to have a little bit of toughness. But it's mostly good because it means that Hal will like it better. Our goal is 9, which is not much. It's not a problem here. All right, we did hit it. We did hit 9, so that was good. Our toughness went up, and we got some kudos, which we haven't gotten to the point where we can spend kudos, but we did get kudos. So that's good. All right, mid-dust next month. Oh, we can hang out with Cal. You're looking for Cal in the garden where you nearly trip over somebody else. One of the younger kids, and they're blindfolded. Hey, they exclaim, ripping the blindfold off their face and throwing it on the ground. It's Sirius, one of Amini's brothers. He glares at you. I was almost done. Cal jogs over and grabs Sirius in a friendly headlock, roughly especially red hair. Dude, you were so close. Sirius stamps his feet. Not fair. I almost got it in time. Pizza got in my way. It's not his fault. Says he didn't know we were playing a game. Give me a sec. I want to teach him how to play. Cal turns to you as Sirius leaves. Sorry, Pizza, he says sheepishly. I was teaching Sirius a new game, but he's more like Emily than I thought. Real competitive, you know. He stoops to pick up the blindfold, brushing off the dirt. I've been trying to come up with different kinds of games and other sports ball. No winners or losers. I just want to have fun with my friends. Do you want to learn how to play? I mean, yeah, this is our bro. He's going through a lot. Let me check my schedule. Yes. We got more friendship with Cal. Cal smiles. Looks like it's going to stretch out of his face. Radical, he shouts, jumping up and down with excitement. Oh, okay, first put on this blindfold. The blindfold is a little scratchy and smells like dirt. You can feel Cal's big hands on your shoulders. I'm going to spin you around, and when I let go, you got to listen to my instructions. We're going to walk all the way to the cafeteria, okay? You nod. You can't see Cal's grin, but you hear it in his voice as he spins you around. Count of 10. 1, 2, 3. First, he says, you got to walk forward 10 steps. We'll do our best. You take 10 steps straight forward, holding your hands out for balance. The rocky dirt between the garden beds crunches in your feet. Yeah, he says, now turn your right and take 15 steps until you get to the door. You turn to the right and walk forward, counting on 15 steps. When you stop, Cal laughs. You can hear his footsteps crunch behind you. I forgot how much bigger I am than you. Like you're like 2 more steps away. You take 2 more steps until your outstretched hands lands on the warm metal of the door. Success. Awesome, Cal says. You can't help but smile. This is fun. Now hit the button, the door button on the right, and then keep walking forward until I say stop. Go really slowly, okay? You open the door and start working forward. The path slopes downwards, and you feel your feet slip a little bit, even though you're moving as slowly as you can. Real dirt is nothing like the metal floors of the stratospheric. It's turbo rocky here, Cal says, and you can feel uneasy prickling the back of your arms. Just keep moving forward slowly. So we don't have enough empathy to just trust him, so we have to question it. Can you trust him? You try to use your told, but after a few steps, your foot knocks against a spiraling root, and you fall forward, catching yourself in your hands and knees. Ouch. You tear off your blindfold, a sudden rush of tears flooding your eyes. Cal's beside you in an instant, kneeling on the rocks. Are you okay? You look down at yourself. Your knees and hands are pretty scraped up, and your pride is bruised, but other than that, you're okay. Cal hopes you stand. I'm sorry, Pizza. I'll be better helper next time. He asks if you want to get some Watto juice at the cafeteria instead. You spend the rest of the afternoon brainstorming more games where there are no winners or losers. That was fun. It's good to hang out with our bro. Got anything going on here? We can't train with her. And have you gone outside the colony? No. And our reasoning isn't high enough to study with her. Time to go to school. Let's see. Our reasoning goes up with this. And, that's +2 reasoning. We do want that. Yeah, let's study some engineering. Uh, onboard intelligence, guys in a room with a ceiling. Class cheers. Congruence is so cool. She's like a person, but also a machine. She knows a lot of jokes to tell you anything about space. She never gets bored or frustrated with questions. You all know me, but I bet some of you have questions about work. What's your job? Well, right now, part of me is showing animal videos to children in the creche, and part of me is here teaching you, but most of me is monitoring the engines, which gives us power, and life support systems that makes it comfortable. Just listen. Calculations help fly the ship and land it, and she was designed to provide user-friendly interface to the ship, but Howell was modded me to be far more than that. Now I can even tell jokes. Why did the computer cross the road? I don't know why. 010001111. Get to work. Okay, let's get to work. Binary joke. All right. So our goal is to hit 9. So we'll do 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. That's not 9. So we can't do it that way. So we'll do 0, 1, 1, 1. Yeah, we won that way. Great. So we still got the connector there, but we also got the bonus for having going up in the suite or whatever, or in numbers, the straight. You worked well this month. +1 engineering. Great. Reasoning. Some stress, and we got some kudos. Our stress is pretty high. Late dust. It's early wet, everybody. It's raining. Let's talk to some people, see what they got to say. Tanja is watching a construction crew build scaffolding for the new engineering pavilion. They're using mush wood, which is so light that one person can easily lift a 10-meter long pole and stack it in place. Ooh. She points towards them. Human beings are so great, don't you think? Before we landed, this was all just a dirty jungle. Now it's civilization. I don't love that. I've been learning about adaptability in writing and biology class. The book says what sets us apart from the animals, and we don't need fur because we can make warm clothes. And if it's too hot, we can make air conditioners instead. Also, we can sweat because we have biology. So I can say the biology answer. Tang nods vigorously. Yes, also that. I read that not many animals sweat except humans, and it makes us naturally good in hot places. It's like we're made to be explorers. Together, you watch as the foreman put the blueprints for the scaffolding onto the floating screen of her hollow palm and raises the scaffolding to check their progress. I'd like to see an alien do that, she says primly. Primly, I should say. Humans look defenseless and weak, but we're the strongest species in the galaxy. Who else can literally bend reality to their will? Not a stupid alien, that's for sure. Alright. Okay. She puts one finger on her chin. I'm living proof that humanity is greater than our biology. Hey, Tang took a turn, folks. I was feeling pretty great about Tang and her complicated relationship with her brother. But, hey, Tang, you're a little humanist in a way that I don't know if I like. I know. All of us are really, with our genetic enhancements, we're on the next step of humans' evolution from great ape to galactic superspecies. Jesus, Tang. I guess we could talk to the weirdie. Make humanity great again. Indeed. It's pouring rain. Everyone's trying to stay under the grass roof palapas, and everyone except Dice. Off in the distance, over the wall near the sports bra field, he's definitely skulking. We do not have the right perception. Tell someone, just ignore him. Tell someone. You tell Security Chief Rhett you saw Dice up to no good around behind the garrison. He's too distracted trying to put buckets from their various leaks in the roof to pay much attention. Thank you, Pizza. I'll check it out later. Well, we got loyalty points, and we got our persuasion went up, I guess. If there's a danger to the colony, one of the outlooks will catch it. All right. You're not so sure. You know Dice. He's very good at hiding when he doesn't want to be found. Nothing to do for our boy, but we can talk to him. We don't have enough biology to do another fun fact. Our biology is getting close. He sees you and musters up. Yeah. Our boy is sad. Our boy is very sad. Oh, our dad wants to talk to us. You're looking a little worn out, my little firefly. Your dad greets you, looking concerned. You know, despite what your mom might say, there is such a thing as too much work. Maybe some R&R over the lounge would help recharge those solar cells. What do you say? Maybe I just need a hug. Your dad throws his arms wide. Oh, we got more loyalty points, and we got some stress reduced. Well, get in here, tiger butt. After a long hug, you do feel a little better. Your dad gives incredible hugs. That's nice. I guess let's... Could work. We can study. Let's do another work shift and see how that goes. Shovel dirt. Let's shovel a little more dirt. Increase our friendship with Cal. Mud squashed on your boots as you wheel load after load of heavy compost. It's miserable to have to cart dirt around in the rain, but it's kind of peaceful at the same time. Alright, so we got to get to 13. Oh, this does not look good for doing that, but we'll see. We're going to do this way. Yeah, we did it. Okay, great. This being able to duplicate the Hop-Eye facts, this being able to duplicate is a real lifesaver. Because we would have had to put this, we would have broken the 111 chain. So that's good. So we got some toughness. And got some kudos. And our stress increased. Alright, so we're going to relax and see where this goes. Ah, fuck. You're having a terrifying familiar dream. A monster crashed through the walls. Yeah, this fucking dream again. We got this goddamn dream again. You wake up shouting no. We had more stress. Deafening rumble of the skies is out. The red room window is covered in water. It's pouring down from the clouds. You guess it must be rain, but you've never experienced before. The bright flash outside, another crack and rumble. Thunder. It must be a thunderstorm. It's still early in the hours in the morning. You've already forgotten your bad dream, but you're too unsettled to go back to sleep. Hide under the covers was over. Run outside and play in the rain. Go to your parents for comfort. Let's just hide. Just fucking hide. You cry a little and feel better. Weather is scary. Who knows what it'll do next. Alright, we're in early wet. We're in mid-wet now. Our stress is high. Alright, we'll see if there's anybody that really wants to talk to us. And if there isn't, we're gonna, nobody runs. Oh, we'll talk to her, because she's just hanging out. Can't do anything about it. Yeah, we need a break soon. Let's take a break, see what happens, and then we'll see where we are in the game here. We're going to relax in the lounge. Nothing much happens this month. You speak most of the time spacing out words on your hear speak, occasionally nodding hello to the other colonists passing through. You binge a few seasons of a show you've been meaning to rewatch. Took the month off. What do you want to forget? Let's forget. We have a lot of blue, so let's forget this one. Yeah. Just a stressed out little dork. Yes. Alright, it's late wet now. Alright, let's see if there's anybody that wants to talk to us. We don't... And we'll keep our eyes peeled for items, because items will be good. That's if we want to play sports, I think. Which we haven't done. Our toughness has gone up a little bit, so... There's a log. Dice didn't hate the log. Maybe Cal wants a log. We can see if Cal wants to have this log. Cal is scratching a stick listlessly in the dirt, seemingly uninterested in your presence until you're there. Sorry, I don't really feel like playing today. I found something you might like. See if he likes this log? I don't fucking know. Neat, Cal exclaims, taking your gift and peering at it exclusively. I don't know what I'll do with it, but I love it. Thank you. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Well, that makes me feel better. Let's click on this because we haven't yet. See what this does. The Garrison, a small team led by Security Chief Rhett, is enough to keep the peace on the stratospheric. To stay busy, they also run exercise gym and sports ball courts. Here on Ratuna, the Garrison has expanded fast. They're building a huge wall around the colony and have outdoor firing range and a big covered dojo. And best of all, a regulated inside sports ball court. Alright, let's play sports ball. Anime meets you on the court. She bounces from one leg to the other excitement. My brother Com is organizing the youth team. Kombucha. Oh, that was Kom this whole time. His name was Kombucha. Offers you a high five in greeting. Hey, let's take a pause here. There are elves. I just kind of noticed that. Like an hour ago, we lost one of the elves. But there are elves? That's weird. I mean, in this sci-fi thing, there are also elves. I don't know. I just find that odd. Maybe because of all the science, people decide to make themselves elves. I don't know. You're in team captains. Pick your team. Okay. Com will fill out the teams. You probably do it easy on the other side. Let's choose our boy Cal. Yeah, Tammy was an elf. Yeah. I don't know if it's a genetic thing or what. Yeah, I don't know. Mind if I play goalie? Yes. Sports ball is fun, but I really don't like to score against the other team. Yeah, Cal likes strength, but he doesn't, be rude. Anyway, chooses kombucha. Of course, they fist bump. Well, all right, we're going to go with Mars then. We've got a plus. I'll play Spiker. Mars runs position. Seems like she's in it for the glory. Hopefully she'll want to share some of that with the rest of the team. You face off 3-on-3. Start the game. Here's our toughness challenge. We do have some tough, which is good. All right, so we can only do 3 here because we got a round of 3. So let's do 0, 2, and 2. And then next round, we have a 4, so we'll do 0, 1, 1, and 4. All right. We need 4 points. We definitely do 4 points here. So we'll do 0, 1, 1, 2, and 2. Hell yeah. We had a super goal. Hell yeah. Super goal. Toughness +1. We're increasing our toughness a little bit. Cal makes an amazing jump save, but is winded when the ball hits him in the chest. Ooh, that sucks. We also got gained memory, played sports ball. Set neighbors to this value. Oh, okay. So we can put this next to a 0. It'll become a 1. That's fun. Score is tied, and we can put pressuring on. Then, bam, you score the match point with your rad spike all the way from the net line. Hell yeah. We got bravery. Our bravery went up, and our toughness, and our stress is not bad at all. That's good. Not too bad at all. And we also, our friendship increased with her, which we have not been able to really do because we aren't doing that. The days have been getting shorter with only the yellow sun simming the horizon. One morning, you wake up in the darkness and have to check your hollow palm to know what time it is. You see a hollow stream from Mars. Good morning to all my pals. If you ever call it morning. They named it glow season because like everything is crazy glowing out in the dark. I'm staying the heck inside for the next month. What's the point of even going out if you can't see anything? It's going to be a long, boring month. Hella dull. You give Mars Stream a thumbs up, peek out the window. The wormhole looks huge out there and everything is spooky and glowy. No Perino, that's way sketch. You'll be staying close to your quarters, thanks. Yeah, that looks sketchy as shit. After Mars match is noticed by the council, warning everyone to stay inside. Tammy's dad and the other surveyors have been called back and the gates closed for the month. There's tension in the air as everyone's waiting for something. It's now Glow. Hey, Glow is just one season, apparently. Glow is just... Hey, it is dark as shit. It's freaky. It's freaky deaky. Oh, we found a big crystal. We got a glittering crystal cluster. You know, who might like that? Can we find... Tangent would be into a big crystal, but I don't know where Tangent is. So, I guess we can't give it to Tangent. It is a cool big crystal. I think I'm gonna call... It's after 11. Actually, you know what? We'll play a little bit more. I want to do one more event here because I want to try to give a crystal and see what's going on there. So let's do let's do engineering here. Classmates take a trip outside the wall and set up telescopes and internet technology. Nanoprinters can easily replicate, try to get a closer look. Studying engineering. All right, so we have to get to... Okay, so we can redraw our hand with the crystal cluster, but I think I want to give that as a gift because I want to see what happens with that. So we need to get to 10. So let's do 0, 0, 0, 2, and 2. We did it. All right, so our points went up. Tangent like that. Done. It's daytime when the emergency siren starts up. Oh, fuck. Well, what passes for day? It's still nearly pitch black except for eerie green twilight glow on the horizon. You look towards the gates. They're open. Wait, they shouldn't be open. Oh, yeah, we're getting stressed here. The alert blares out every speak of the colony. It's the same one you used for hull breaches and fires, and in space it meant you were supposed to go to the nearest emergency shaft and pull it on a spacesuit. Ventumna, it means go to assembly point and wait for instructions. The closest assembly point is the children's creche, but from the opposite direction you hear shouting and loud popping noises. Gunfire is the... We don't have enough bravery to fight. It's a colony under attack. We gotta go hide. Well, fuck. You find Dice in the creche and join him hiding under the arts and crafts table. The lights are dim. You scared? He asked quietly. Nod silently. I thought I would be, but I'm not. I'm not scared of stuff like this. You can't help but glance at the hollow projector on the wall. The one that electrocuted your classmate Tammy earlier this year. We should have quit before this scene. The glowing bear looms over the room and for a moment looks like a monster than a toy. You grow up here. It feels weird to be hiding here, like you're just kids again. You hear more gunfire and yelling, but within half an hour, they play the all-clear tone. Chief Surveyor Tonin comes in to let you know it's safe now the lights come back on. You glance at the hologram teddy bear again. Tonin was Tammy's dad. How can he be sure it's safe? How can he be sure anything's safe? You're relieved when your parents arrive with the ashen-faced cow. They won't talk about what happened at Geoponics. After 2 weeks of darkness with the blue sun barely skimming the horizon, it begins to move highly in the sky, and daytime returns. The council admits they don't know how the gates were opened or the creatures got in. Some of the attacking creatures were once thought to be docile. Others were species no one's ever seen before. It was like something had driven them to assault the colony. At least nobody was killed this time. Fuck. I mean, it's early quiet. We're 10. It's been a year. We played for a year. Childhood is fleeting. The game will end when you reach age 20, so you should focus on a few skills to improve and friends to spend time with. Use the skills and friends button at the top left of the screen to keep track of them. Good luck. Okay. We're 11. Let's talk to Tangent. Tangent is standing still with her face held to the sky, letting blue snowflakes land on her cheeks. They melt almost immediately. She doesn't move as you approach. After a minute, she winces and rubs her eyes. It stings because it's made of acid. Acid snow? Tang nods. Professor Howell said it isn't harmful and it's an important part of the natural cycle here. It freezes at 12 degrees Celsius and turns into tiny crystals that are so heavy they fall from clouds. You can see them under a microscope. She sticks her tongue out and lets some flakes land on it. It tastes kind of sour, but sweet. Fascinating. Tang pulls a sample jar in her coat. We know what it's made of, but our understanding is incomplete, she says and places the jar on an outcropping of rocks. The big mushrooms change in shape and color before the snow begins to fall. I wonder, is there some sort of signal that precedes the changing of the seasons? What happens if I expose samples collected in dust season to snow from quiet season? A small, excited smile creeps on Tang's face. There is so much to learn about this planet. I can't wait. Let's see if she wants this. Whoa. Holy shit. What the fuck? Tang furrows her brow as you approach you again. Why do you keep pestering me? It's not as though we've done anything to press upon your usefulness. After your blank look, Tang realized what I mean is we're not friends. We've been hanging out a lot, girl. Your plus for me is very high. I don't know what happened here. Want to study together. You and Tang sync your hollow palms and play a game together where you race assemble chemical compounds using a simple programming language. Tangent is a whiz at it, breeze through the levels, barely breaking a sweat. You could tell she's hiding a smile when she looks over your shoulder to help you with particular tricky algorithm. Yeah, my friendship with Tangent is probably the highest of anyone. And she was just like flat out rude as hell to us. The fuck? God, Tangent. I know you're going through some shit. Oh, hey, it's Cal. Hold this to your head now, my darling. You hear as you enter the garden looking for Cal. It'll help with the swelling. Cal is sitting with his mother, Auntie Tira, who kneels beside him holding an ice pack to his head. Cal's eyes are a little puffy. He rubs them and sniffs the approach. Hello, pizza. Tira greets us with a kind smile. Don't worry. Recalcitrans just took a tumble off of something he shouldn't have been climbing. Oh, that's Cal's name? It's Recalcitrans. Mom, Cal complains, it wasn't that bad. You gonna be okay? I'm okay, Cal reassures. I just bonked my head a little. Mom always knows how to make it better, he says with a boyish smile, even if I'm old enough to take care of myself. My brave boy, Tira says, stroking his hair. Thanks for humoring me. She looks over you. Don't let him show off for you, pizza. Ground-based feats of bravery only for the rest of the day. Cal whines and wrinkles his nose. Tira laughs and wraps him in a big motherly hug, rocking him back and forth. Despite his protests, Cal's eyes close in happiness. He really loves his mom. Who knew that pizza wouldn't be close to the weirdest name around, right? All right, well, we'll do a quick search to see if anybody wants to talk to us. Not you. Not you. Oh, there's... you can step cautiously to the colony gates. Well, hey there, pizza. Uncle Tonin tries to muster his old smile. I'm afraid you better stick to sports ball for now, okay? It's a tough world out there. Yeah, we are not tough or brave enough. But I figured we might as well talk to him because we can't do anything else. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we can switch the songs around. That's fun. Let's save, because we've gotten auto saves, but so it's good. We'll do a new save as stream. This is the stream save. And that is going to do it. We've gone past 11. I was just kind of playing this game and feeling it out. But I think we're going to wrap things up here. So we'll hit quit on there. And this is my first Tuesday for the whole month of September. I'm going to be doing Tuesday streams instead of Wednesday streams. I don't know if I will continue this past into October. We're going to feel it out. We're going to see how it feels. But that right now is the plan anyway. It's just like, kind of like see how it feels to do Tuesday streams. We are going to raid. That is how we would every stream. So please stick around for that. Because it is always nice to go hang out with some people on a night and see what they're up to. Let's see. Who should we go raid? We're gonna go raid Vectroid. My buddy Rara has switched. She was playing Cyberpunk, and I believe she's now working on some music stuff. She's been streaming for a while. But not as long as she normally streams, which is like hours and hours. So we're going to go raid Rara. She's going to work on some music, and that's cool and a little different than the other stuff we normally stream or raid. I will be back on Thursday. I usually say tomorrow on these bonus streams, but it's Tuesday, not Wednesday. So Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, working on the Lego camper van. I hope you come and check that out. We'll be talking about anime and video games and probably more wrestling bullshit, because there's just a lot of wrestling bullshit. And I think it's interesting for people that don't care about wrestling. Like, I think it might be interesting for those folks. But it's interesting for me anyway. So thanks so much for being here. I hope you have a great rest of your night. Thanks for coming along on this raid. Thanks for watching me play this game. I don't know if we'll stream it again. We might. But thanks so much, and I'll see you soon. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, bye, 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 bye.